This video will make you dangerously smart. Machiavelli. True intelligence is rarely loud. It doesn't demand the spotlight or shout over others. Instead, it studies, observes, and waits. The dangerously smart don't rush to speak. They let others reveal themselves. They listen not to respond, but to expose. Machiavelli understood this. Power belongs not to the one who knows the most, but to the one who knows what to do with what he knows. And most people, they're addicted to noise, to opinions, trends, validation. But the truly intelligent move like shadows, unseen, underestimated, yet always 10 steps ahead. You won't find them arguing online or flaunting their intellect. You'll find them in silence, absorbing, calculating, preparing. Because the game is never about showing your hand. It's about knowing when to play it. The dangerously smart understand a truth that most ignore. People reveal more when you say less. Every silence you hold creates discomfort in the insecure. And from that discomfort, truth leaks. They tell you who they are by how they react to your calm. They show their weakness by trying to provoke yours. This is strategy, not manipulation. Machiavelli didn't preach deceit, he preached awareness. And awareness begins with restraint. The fool rushes to be heard. The wise person lets others overexpose themselves. In every room, in every conversation, the intelligent one is not the loudest. They're the one watching patterns, noting contradictions, collecting leverage. Not to harm, but to move with precision. In a world driven by impulse, patience becomes a weapon. The power of intelligence isn't just in what you know. It's in how you make others underestimate what you know. The moment people think you're harmless, they stop guarding themselves. That's when they speak too much, reveal too much, trust too easily. Machiavelli taught that it's better to appear weak than to appear threatening. Not because you are weak, but because power works best in disguise. The most dangerous minds walk through life cloaked in simplicity. They let the arrogant believe that they're superior. They nod, they smile, they play small, all while collecting influence like a quiet storm. You don't become dangerous by showing off your knowledge. You become dangerous by turning knowledge into silence. Silence into strategy. The dangerously intelligent don't seek control, they understand it. They know that control isn't seized through force or status. It's earned in the shadows, through psychological leverage. They read the room before they speak. They study people's fears, insecurities, and desires, because that's where true influence lies. Machiavelli taught that people are predictable when you learn what drives them. And once you understand someone's deepest need, you don't need to manipulate them. They'll hand you their loyalty willingly. You'll appear agreeable, supportive, even passive. But beneath the surface, every word you say is calculated. Every pause, every glance, every move, deliberate. The world underestimates quiet intelligence, but that's what makes it lethal. Most people equate intelligence with academic success, degrees, titles, vocabulary. But that's not the kind of intelligence that bends reality. The dangerously smart think in layers. They can hold contradictions without collapsing. They see both the game and the players. They don't just solve problems. They see the patterns that created them. Machiavelli would say, "To rule, you must understand the nature of man, and that nature is rarely noble.
So the truly wise aren't shocked by betrayal, chaos, or deceit. They anticipate it. They don't react emotionally. They absorb, they reframe, they outmaneuver. This isn't cynicism, it's clarity. And clarity, in a fog of confusion, is power. The dangerously smart never fight battles they don't need to win. While others rush into conflict to prove a point, they ask, what outcome serves me best? They don't waste energy on debates, drama, or ego wars. Their silence isn't surrender, it's selection. They know that energy is currency, and they spend it only where it multiplies. Machiavelli wrote that the wise prince avoids unnecessary wars not out of fear, but because he understands timing. And timing, not force, determines victory. So these minds let others wear themselves out in emotional chaos. They remain still, patient, poised. And when they strike, it's not out of anger, it's out of inevitability. True intelligence embraces paradox. The dangerously smart can be ruthless and compassionate, dominant and invisible, soft-spoken and unwavering. They know life isn't black and white, it's chess in fog. Most people seek certainty, but the intelligent, they live in uncertainty and still move with confidence. That's why they're dangerous. Not because they destroy, but because they can bend without breaking, shift without losing center. Machiavelli understood that virtue alone is not enough to survive. You need flexibility, you need adaptability, and most importantly, you need discernment. To know when to act, when to wait, and when to disappear entirely. Because the sharpest blade is useless if swung at the wrong time. The final weapon of the dangerously intelligent is this: they don't crave to be understood. Most people are desperate to explain themselves, to be seen, to be validated. But the truly wise, they know man. The moment you need others to get you, you've handed them your power. Machiavelli would whisper, let them misunderstand you. Let them call you cold, distant, arrogant. The ones who truly hold power are rarely liked in the beginning. But they are respected in the end. Because legacy isn't built on fitting in, it's built on rising above. And while the world argues, doubts, and performs, the dangerously smart stay silent and rewrite the rules.